The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. What is going on, kings, queens, and the entire spectrum in between? It's your boy Kwame, and I am back for the first time in 2023 with another episode of Kwame Speaks. I want to talk to you guys about vision boards. So vision boards, I don't know, like I have been seeing a lot of different people talking about vision boards, and excuse me if I'm looking down because I am actually self-producing. So I'm putting all of this together, but I want to talk about vision boards, and I want to talk about what that means, and does it really, do you even really need a vision board, and how that correlates to your life and stuff like that. So let's get into it. I don't want to hold you guys too long because, you know, the Golden Globes are on. You know what I'm saying? And I also have to get up early for Pyro Power Hour. Shout out to my co-host, Kyrie Sinaj. But let's go ahead and talk about vision boards real quick. I'm going to pull up a little presentation I made, and then that way we can kind of get going with this. And if you are watching on the replay, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to whether you're watching it from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, or any of the YouTube channels, whether it be Pyro Media or my own Kwame Speaks. If you are looking for where you can subscribe to me on Kwame Speaks, you can go ahead and look at it in the comment section or in the description below. But we're going to go ahead and talk about vision boards. And like I said today, do you need a vision board, and what does that mean? So first up, why do you need a vision board? Vision boards give you a clear direction of where you want to go in several areas of your life. They allow you to visualize what your goals you want to achieve. When you create a physical vision board, you can even touch what represents your vision. And vision boards are constant reminders of what your priorities are. So it kind of gives you a face-to-face reminder of what you want to achieve throughout the year. So having things face-to-face is super helpful. So next up is vision boards give you a clear direction of where you want to go in several areas of your life. So I know for me, in past vision boards that I've made, and I try to make one every year, and it's definitely helped me maintain my goals and keep me on track. If you see on the side here, if I go ahead and I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, wait. I think you can see it. There you go. If you see on the side here, I have several planners and different things that kind of help me maintain what I do and how I navigate life throughout everything. So, but let's get into the science of it, because I don't believe that you should just have information out there. You know, that there should be something to back it, you know, whether it be any type of endeavor or what have you. So neuroscientist Dr. Tara Swart explains looking at images on a vision board primes the brain to grasp opportunities that may otherwise go unnoticed. And so that's because the brain has a process called value tagging, which imprints important things onto your onto your subconscious and filters out unnecessary information, which is actually really, really dope to kind of hear. So that's one of the reasons why for me personally, I'm a visual learner. I need to see what's going on. I need to, which is kind of how I kind of excelled in dance, because, with choreographers, they show you and they lay the choreographer down. They typically, dance teachers and choreographers, they typically show you what the moves are, and then you follow suit. So you either use a mirror or what have you. But that type of representation, that type of processing is super helpful moving forward. So laying that imaging down is called value tagging, which I think is super dope. And it also leads to another reason why I think vision boards, I think you need a vision board. And that leads to something I give to my clients and I tell my clients, and that's called the 5 Ps. And the 5 Ps represent kind of my little motto on how I navigate life and how I tackle projects and how I keep myself from being overwhelmed by tasks and things of that nature. And so those 5 Ps are prior, planning, prevents, potential, problems. So I know a lot of people are like, that's a lot of P's, but those P's actually are super helpful in how I navigate life. And so if you plan everything and if you try to, and of course you can't plan everything. Everything is not something that you can just kind of map out and navigate and just kind of have everything all together. There's always going to be, what I call and what people in the military call Murphy's Law. Everything that can happen will happen, right? And so but if you prepare and you do your due diligence to try to prepare against those things, then you have a greater chance of succeeding and a greater chance of being prepped for something that may come, strategizing and navigating things that may come at you. So those are the 5 Ps. Now, what are types of vision boards that you can make? I know a lot of times people will sit there and say, oh, well, I have this type of vision board and I have that type of vision board. But there are 2 main types of vision boards that one has been kind of popular, which is a traditional vision board that you kind of see and kind of the ones that I've been navigating and utilizing in the past several years, where I will physically cut out paper or physically cut out print pictures or what have you, and different things and images that I can add to a physical board or some type of structure or whatever, or piece of paper or what have you, that can navigate and or you can lay down all of that information or lay down those images in a fun type of collage. But recently, in the past recent years, especially within this for 2023, something called a digital vision board has been really, really popular, where people are either creating some type of social media kind of vision board where they're putting collages together, and then either printing that out or posting it to their social media. And that's really, really fun. But one of the things that I thought would be really, really cool to do, and I thought would be really, really interesting to have, is to kind of navigate into a place where, okay, well, how can I merge these 2 traditional thing, or these 2 type of principles and 2 types of versions of vision boards together to help me navigate throughout life? Because I know for me, traditional vision boards, if I'm not in a space or if the vision board is not in my space, then I'm not going to pay attention to it, right? It's not in my face all the time. And then with digital vision boards, like, posting to social media or, as you go throughout the year, that social media post will slowly go away, right? And so it goes further and further, away from the most recent. And so what can I do that, could either keep it in my face at all times and, and kind of constantly remind me that this is something that I need to keep my priorities in line and remind me and keep me motivated and focused on my goals. So I came up with an idea that I found from other people on social media. One of them is Erin on Demand, and she did a phenomenal job at creating one of these. But I decided to create a lock screen photo that will be on my phone, because I am constantly on my phone, right? And so constantly being on your phone, that would give me an idea or give me a space to kind of always check and always see my vision board. So I'm going to be creating over the next couple of weeks my or adding into what I want to have as my vision board. And I'm going to put it on my lock screen. So that way, anytime that I pick up my phone, anytime that I answer it or what have you, I will see that vision board. And so I think, you know, maintaining the other types of traditional vision boards are really cool. And if that's what works best for you, then by all means do it. And also the same thing goes with digital vision boards. But I think having some type of space where you're constantly being reminded, because we go through ups and downs, right? We're human. And so having those spaces and having a place where you're constantly being reminded to achieve your goals, to kind of constantly go back to a space where you can remember what you want to do and remember the goals that you're setting forth in 2023, that would be a great space to navigate. And a great space to have and have a constant reminder of it. So for me, I'm going to be using, because I'm a millennial, and I also encourage people who are tech savvy or constantly on their phones to utilize it as a screensaver as well, or a lock screen as well. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that, and I'll probably show you in a couple of weeks what my finished product is. I usually don't finish my vision boards until the end of January, because then that gives me time to kind of look through it. And I also don't think that vision boards need to be rushed. You know, I think you need to really think about what type of ideas and goals you want to navigate through, what type, and be really serious and intentional about those things. So I hope that this helped, and I hope that this was a quick little tidbit on vision boards and my little spin on vision boards. If you gained any type of value from this video, whether you are watching it live or whether you are watching it on the replay, consider subscribing, whether you are watching it on Pyro Media Network or on my personal, my business, Kwame Speaks YouTube page. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, and all that jazz. So I appreciate you guys joining us. And also, you can find me on all types of social media, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Kwame Speaks. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Kwame_Speaks. But everywhere else, it is as such. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I will see you guys next week. I'm going to be making sure. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I do this on a weekly basis, because it is my one of my goals to make sure that Kwame Speaks is weekly, that is consistent, and that in addition to the things that I'm doing with my other businesses, that I am pouring energy into this one as well. And so there are strategies that I have found to be really successful with some of my clients, and I want to share those with you. So I appreciate you guys for joining. Hey, Kyrie, thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. Definitely, guys, catch it on the replay, and I hope that. Oh, you did miss a little bit of it, but it's not a problem. It's not. I don't try to do a lot of or long shows for Kwame Speaks. It's just kind of tidbits and things that I came up with. So, but definitely watch the replay, because I think it'll be really helpful, especially some of the things that we talked about, Kyrie. I think it will be really helpful for this particular subject, for your goals and things that you got going on. But thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you. And don't forget to check us out, Kyrie and myself, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. For Pyro Power Hour, right here on Pyro Media Network. And we got a lot to talk about. Because there's a lot going on, but that's another subject. But if you are listening on Bullet in Flight Radio, thank you so much for being a listener and supporting. And definitely check out all of the other things that are going on Pyro Media Network as well, by going to www.pyromedianetwork.com. And if you're listening on Bullet in Flight Radio, definitely check out bulletinflightradio.com for all of your listening pleasure. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening. And I will see you guys on the next one. I don't know what next week's going to be, but I will let you guys know if you follow Pyro Media Network or me on Instagram, it'll come up and I'll let you guys know. But there's a couple of things that I want to talk about this month that I think will be really helpful for goal planning, for planning, organizing, and also helping yourself progress to your next goals. I am actually really excited about the Kwame Speaks channel because I do want to talk more about the new business venture that I have that's aside from Pyro Media Network and Pyro Media Enterprises as a whole. But I have a new business venture that I can't talk to you guys about yet, but I want to take you guys on that journey. And hopefully some of the things that I have learned in the past with growing Pyro Media and also applying those same type of techniques that worked and also kind of learning from the mistakes that I made with that as well will help kind of shape this new business into a new powerful venture. So I hope that those tips will be able to help you. And again, if you find value in this video and other videos that I do, feel free and consider to subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, create a great day and yeah, stay blessed. Bye, guys.